Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Ask Troy for Advice. Okay, well, I just wanted to give a disclaimer here. First of all, I am not Dr. Ruth. I'm not Dr. Phil. I am not Dear Abby. I don't have a degree in psychology or anything like that. I'm probably not the best person to give relationship advice, but I did post a YouTube video. It got a lot of responses, and for some reason, people have been emailing me asking me for my advice on dating and relationships in general, and basically gay men in general. You know what? I will try my best to give the best advice I can give, and take it for what you will. I thought it would be an interesting thing to try. So here we go. The first email comes from John. YouTube username uh, ilusmaxi315. Yeah, I don't really know how to say your name, but here's the email. Hey, I was wondering if I could get some advice on a situation of mine. I've looked everywhere and I've been hearing widely different things. I met this guy online. He's 23, goes to another college in New York City. I go to a college a little north of New York City. I'm 19. I talked to him on AIM once. It went all right, and we exchanged cell phone numbers. I think I pursued a little too strongly, though. He responded to half of the texts I sent out. There were a grand total of 6 to 7, including but not limited to asking him if he wanted to talk on the phone, if he wanted to meet in New York City the next week. He responded that he would be busy for that week. Okay, despite these new glaringly obvious problems, I still think I can recover. Recover from what? I'm not understanding. Okay. Um, Whenever I have a crush on someone, my brain immediately enters fuck up everything fast mode, and it's not even me doing the talking anymore. And from what I've garnered from him, he comes across as a very nice and very adorkable. Aw, it's adorable plus dork. That's very cute. Adorkable. He also appears to have stronger religious convictions. He's a Presbyterian, getting his master's in sacred church music. Interesting. So that also gives me the gut feeling he's not a total douchebag. So yeah, I definitely got carried away, and I've taken the approach of not initiating conversation for the week, either waiting for him to contact me or for said time to go by before contacting him on AIM again. My question is this a good approach to remedying early prospective relationship gaffes and mistakes? Are there any others out there? Am I fucked? Obviously not in the good way. Any other comments on this situation? I would love to hear some feedback. Love your gay dating advice video. Aw, thank you, John. Um, let's see. Well, the first thing I noticed is that you said that whenever you have a crush on someone, your brain immediately enters the fuck up everything fast mode. Did you really have a crush on this guy? I mean, you met him online. You haven't even really talked to him in person, have you? I mean, people can be totally different online and then in real life. I mean, I would suggest trying to meet him in person first. Make sure it's in a public place. Maybe go out for coffee or go to the movies or something. I would suggest meeting him in person before you broadcast that you have a crush on him, because I mean you barely know him. You've only been exchanging a grand total of 6 to 7 texts, so you can't really know that much about him. I don't think. If he's only been responding to half your texts, and if he's making excuses not to meet, if he's saying that he's busy, then yeah, I would just not initiate conversation and just see what happens. I mean, if he is too busy, he is too busy, and that might be the case. He might be too busy getting his master's degree. I mean, that can be pretty difficult. He might be working full time. He might not have time to go out on dates right now, and that doesn't mean that he's not into you. It just means that he might actually be busy. On the other hand, he could just be one of those people that just goes online, maybe looking for a quick hookup, and he thought it would be nice to just exchange numbers, and maybe now, no offense, maybe he's just not interested, and that's why he's not responding to your text messages. So I would just say cut off all communication, see what happens, maybe even delete his number, because if he's not going to respond to your texts, then obviously um, he's not going to make any time to try and meet you in person. I mean, that's good that you were trying to initiate meeting him in person, but if he's going to make excuses that he's busy, maybe he doesn't want to meet. I don't know if it's actually the best approach. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes if you play hard to get, the guy might come after you. I've heard that before. I don't necessarily play hard to get. I usually am the one that has to initiate meeting them in person. When I do start talking to someone online, I'm usually the one that says, hey, do you want to go get some coffee? Or do you want to go have dinner? Or do you want to go catch this movie? And if they keep making excuses after excuses after excuses, then I basically do what you did and I just cut off all communication because I don't want to waste my time. You know, I don't want to go through thousands of text messaging back and forth and we don't even meet in person. I just find that ridiculous. I am a more one-on-one person. I find out more about someone when I meet them in person rather than texting each other. I think it gets kind of monotonous. And you say, am I fucked? Obviously not in a good way. I don't think you're fucked. I mean, there's other guys out there, and if this guy doesn't want to spend time with you, then obviously he's not worth it, right? I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of other cute guys that would go after someone like you. I mean, you're only 19. You don't really need to be too concerned with trying to find a steady boyfriend. And if you are looking for a steady boyfriend, um, maybe there's other ways to meet guys rather than online. Maybe you could find some kind of gay community group in your area, or maybe there's some guys that go to your college that you might be interested in, and you could try to initiate conversation with them. If you are looking for a boyfriend, I don't think this guy is going to be right for you, because if he can't even respond to a simple text message, what makes you think he's even going to take the time to go out on a date with you? And if you guys go out on one date, does that necessarily mean he's going to want to go out on a second date? I don't know. I don't think that you're fucked. You're only 19. You have plenty of guys to meet, and I'm sure that there are lots of guys that are interested in you. And, you know, just go out there and date. I mean, find out more about guys your age and things like that, and maybe you might find the right guy and you'll click with them. Um, so yeah, that's my advice, John. Alus Maxi 315. So thank you for your question, and I hope this helps. Like I said, I'm just giving my advice. Don't take me too seriously. It's just my opinion, and I'm sure that you might have asked some friends about this as well, and you know they gave their advice too. So thank you for emailing me. And for anyone else that might have a relationship question or a dating question or a question about gay men in general, you can always email me. My email address is jtmiles525@yahoo.com. Or you can email me on YouTube. And yeah, so stay tuned for episode 2. And thank you for watching, and I hope someone learned from this. Yeah. Okay, bye. Okay, you can go now. Seriously.